Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel. Today we're having a look at a Hero Hey video called VTuber tries to cancel an artist, but she ruined her reputation instead. Okay, so VTuber screws over artists. That's always fun. Anyway, let's start the video.
So I went on Twitter this morning and I instantly saw Madam Savvy going off on someone right here, as you can see.
Nice.
And this is like the classic situation that in part...
This artist has been harassed, abused, told to die, and accused of using AI because some retard who thinks they invented the 2007 emo demon girl aesthetic has main character syndrome turned up to the max. She is talented, sweet, and kind. I'm happy to have a new artist to enjoy. Please send her some love. Okay, so you see the name right there. Follow that artist if you have Twitter. Also, that art right there, I could tell it's not AI because I've dabbled with AI. I've seen what AI could do, and AI art is not good at all. It's soulless, has no passion, no uniqueness. It just looks like something you would find at a stock images website, basically. Like, nothing special about it, nothing unique, nothing good, really good. This, though, this drawing I could see down there, it looks like someone put in some work, some passion, some soul behind it. Like, it was their vision that they had in their head. They drew it and made it, and yeah, actual person made it. Like, I could tell when things are AI and not AI. Also, let's not forget, AI likes to fuck up art constantly. AI is not good enough to produce actual good art. Like, it's shit, to be quite frank with you. Like it's shit. That right there, though, it looks good, actually. Like, you could tell when something's not AI. But anyway, let's go.
Things like this have made the VTuber community have such a bad reputation. You know, it goes back to years and years ago with all the VTweeter stuff and
How much you want to bet the VTuber that started this shit isn't even a VTuber, they're a VTweeter. And if you don't know what a VTweeter is, VTweeters are people who complain on social media. They don't make any content, like they don't stream, they don't make YouTube videos or whatever content whatever video platform they upload videos to. They don't do like a lot of shit like that. They just bitch on social media, online, every day, all day for attention because it's like they're touch deprived or something. They demand to have attention. Well, that's basically every Twitter and Blue Sky schizo and Redditor.
YouTubers and VTweeters in the English space specifically trying to like cancel each other and just being the most petty individuals possible.
Yeah,
and
very petty.
2025, and
I knew
still
some
have stuff like that occurring, it seems. And so Savvy is responding to this artist UT, who posts this time lapse of a VTuber design that she had created and is also selling. And the reason this time lapse is posted is because
looks
she's
good.
Essentially been accused of stealing this design from another VTuber.
She didn't
and
watch.
Other people were also accusing UT.
Like, I gotta see the VTuber, what the VTuber looks like, but watch. It's not gonna be anything like that. Or it's gonna have like, oh, my VTuber model has horns and wings. You stole it from me. You stole this whole design from me, even though it's probably gonna look nothing like them.
Of using AI to make the design. And so
it's not AI.
Showing, no, here's the time lapse of like UT actually making the character and all that stuff. But now let's rewind to the very beginning of this situation, because it all began right here, where UT had initially said, you can offer the price you think is right, offer via DM, thank you.
All right, folks, pick your favorites. They both look good, but I'm a fan of the left one.
Showing this design on the left and also the design on the right, the one on the right being the center, the point of contention rather for this controversy, as this other VTuber Melly would respond to UT's tweet that we just read and say, hey, that kind of looks like, and seems to make an implication that UT took.
I just realized, is she pulling a Cinder? Because you remember that whole Cinder drama when Cinder attacked Spite for no reason because, well, wasn't it because she was nuts? And whenever someone she deemed looked vaguely like her, she would go nuts and try to like fuck them over constantly. Like Spite was being targeted by her community for no real reason, just for existing because she was like a Cerberus. Also, let's not forget Spite existed before Cinder. I think even Spite was like called a Hellhound at one point. And again, she's existed before Cinder. I don't know. That's a whole drama thing. I didn't want to go into, but yeah, the whole deal with that was insane. So is this what this chick's doing? Like, is it going? Is she pulling a Cinder except with an art? Well, I don't know. Probably pulling a Cinder
from her, from Melly. Melly
with an artist
response that says, "I was going to ask if they stole your art." Melly says, "No, just a little on the nose with my design is all. I'm so surprised that they even down to the broken horn, torn wings,
watch
spikes.
it.
Strange world, haha."
Watch, it doesn't even look like.
Some people would view this as a bit of a contradiction. Like, if you're saying no, they didn't, but then you're saying it's on the nose, that's implying that they did. So that's a bit of like odd phrasing to begin with. But someone else would say, "Oh wow."
Don't worry, I'll rewind it. So this led to this artist being attacked. Oh no, strange world. I'm gonna try to attack them because I'm an asshole. Like, how touch deprived are you to harass this artist? Just saying.
That's implying that they did. So that's a bit of like odd phrasing to begin
with. Go roll around in grass.
Someone else would say, "Oh wow, it's
Get
crazy
some help.
they use generic goth elements for their design. It's so strange." In sarcasm, pointing out
right?
That, yeah, you know, the sort of design is not the most original thing out there, and that they didn't copy Mel's design. They're just doing some like generic goth stuff.
Yeah.
Essentially. The next question, of course, would be like, what does Melly's VTuber even look like? We definitely need to take a look at that to get the context. So hopping over to Melly's Twitter.
Yeah, I think they're pulling a Cinder. Cinder was super nuts because didn't she get compared to Silverveil a few times and she was being crazy? And that's also why she was like weird towards Spite, like trying to have her community harass her or something. Yeah, so I'm assuming this is what this chick's doing. Also, you know what's funny? When I used to use the model with the lab coat, I remember finding like another VTuber that I look so much like. They've been in the business long before me. I forgot what their name was. I think they were using a PNG model, but I look too much like that. I'm all, okay. I'm losing the lab coat. I'm getting the leather jacket out, and that's why I don't use the lab coat model anymore. Well, I take it back. I use it sometimes, but I mean, at least half of my face is like a decayed zombie thing, so I guess that's different. I don't know how my hair matched that. I tried to just make messy hair in like that program thing I used to make this model, this generic model. But anyway, that was hilarious. But yeah, this chick's totally pulling a Cinder. Watch.
Twitter account. We've got Rouge Princess here, and let's see. First picture. Is there any picture? That's a community note. Let's just go to the media tab. Take a look at this. All right. So
this bitch looks like Iron Mouse. She looks like a knockoff of Iron Mouse. Like, what the hell? Got the nerve to... What? You look like Iron Mouse. You're gonna fucking accuse an artist of stealing your design. Meanwhile, you're like a recolor of Iron Mouse. You're just red Iron Mouse. Like, you're not special. Also, there's gonna be a million different VTuber designs that are gonna look like you. So get over it. That's just how it is. That's That's the VTuber community. There's always going to be a VTubers that look similar to one another, and you don't freak out and schizo out like on people just because of that. Like, you look like Iron Mouse, but you're pulling a Cinder. What was Cinder's thing? Because wasn't she being weird about like the ears? Because she had like wolf ears or something, like hellhound ears, and then like she was weird about like the Silverveil. Didn't Silverveil's model have like similar ears in her eyes? And that's also why she attacked Spite. One of the reasons, like one thing was similar, even though. Well, yeah. Then Cinder kept trying to rip off Spite. Like she kept trying to copy Spite. Keep in mind the VTuber Spite existed long before Cinder. Did I already say that? Oh well. Regardless, yeah, that is a fact. If anything, she could accuse Cinder of copying her. Anyway, that's a long time ago. Sorry for bringing that up. But now we got fake Iron Mouse right here.
Seems to be Melly's design right there. And in post-production, I'll tell you what, I'll edit the other VTuber design right there.
She just looks like Iron Mouse.
And
look at that shit. Looks nothing. Nothing. I mean, they have wings and a horn, I guess. And horns. Except the one the artist made also has a tail. The clothes don't look the same. Yeah, this bitch is on crack.
You know, many people are also responding to Melly saying,
and they're red,
like, this is a very much
have red.
throwing stones from glass house moment, because there's a lot of resemblances from Melly's design to Iron Mouse.
Yeah.
Like, how are you gonna have a very similar?
See, I wasn't the only one thinking it.
Accuse other VTubers of like stealing your design? Like, bro, get a grip on reality. Starting at the top, those comments specifically say, "I don't know you, but as this being my first impression of you on my timeline, I was curious about your channel, and I can see more than one similarities between you and Iron Mouse. And you should behave like this with others. It's
Jesus.
so far from your design. So if Iron Mouse decides to make hers red, you're gonna call her out too? Because I think you listed stuff that are similar to one of her VTuber model. People can have almost the same ideas, but they also cannot have seen one another's brain. You're legit a red Iron Mouse bootleg. What are you talking about?" And says the VTuber,
yeah, red Iron Mouse,
similar to Iron Mouse. This is not a battle you want to fight.
Yeah, red Iron Mouse. That's what I used to call Luigi. Green Mario. I used to call Luigi Green Mario. You're red Iron Mouse, whoever the fuck you are. I already forgot your name.
And then as a side note, when I was looking into the situation and taking a look at Melly's account to see like Melly's response and all that, I saw that apparently I'm blocked from Melly.
That's kind of funny. How much you want to bet that it's either... Okay, so this happened because of two reasons. Either she realized the drama was going to get some attention and she didn't want to be on one of Hero Hay's videos. or she's a political schizo. You know, that would be typical VTweeter behavior, because they try to cancel everyone for attention, and especially those with political beliefs, because they try... I notice a lot of these types try to use political beliefs to gain attention, and it could be that, or again, they're just a political schizo. It's probably that. I don't know. Anyway.
But I forgot, blocking on Twitter doesn't even really do anything anymore.
Yeah.
You can still view that person's account. Not that it
which
really
is hilarious.
anything ever to begin with.
I don't have a Twitter, but it's hilarious.
Very, very easy, of course. But I thought that was pretty amusing. You know, sometimes I've had people preemptively block me when they think I'm going to cover something that is like a controversy they're involved with. So maybe that's what happened here.
Yeah,
maybe
that's why I was saying.
Scary person. They had me blocked for a long time now. Who knows for sure?
Who knows?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Just like a little bonus comedy. And as Melly got more and more backlash, it seems like Melly got the bright idea to make a follow-up tweet, which we can see right here. That reads, "Of course I don't own the concept of Red Demon Girl, but it's so on the nose I can't turn away."
Bitch, you are fucking stupid. You look like Iron Mouse. That doesn't that design doesn't look like Iron Mouse. It looks like someone else. Like it looks like it could have been, I don't know, someone some new VTuber coming gonna debut or something. I don't know. If that's the case, there's also a million other VTubers that would be similar if again, you look like Iron Mouse. There's one that's similar. Red Iron Mouse. You have the audacity to complain.
The colors are similar. The pigtails, the broken horn on the exact side, the earrings, the torn wings, mismatched leggings, ribbons on the sleeves, the shoes. I'm just a bit sad. I'm not
You mean that generic look that's used often?
gonna read it like that. No, I'd rather just gouge my eyes out. And for a second, I was actually gonna give her the horn thing because I thought that that was like her design on the left and UT's design on the right. And I was like, yeah, you know what? They both do have the broken horn there, the exact same. And then I realized, wait a second, no, that's they're both Melly. And then
Yeah,
UT's design
I
where the horn
don't.
is like barely chipped off the top. We've already spent plenty of time comparing them next to each
That's-
other, so let's go to the responses on this tweet, which are especially amusing because it looks like Melly ended up locking the responses after Melly got a bunch of responses that Melly didn't like. Spoiler alert, it's criticism. For example, at the very top, we've got, actually, because I got to click show more, we'll read the one, like the second one here, and then we'll click this one. So this one below it says, this behavior needs to stop. As a character designer, I can confidently say they look nothing alike aside from the red theme and broken horn. Mean girl behavior is ruining the space. Why don't you just make friends with people with similar designs? And then we'll click this one that says, I think that people like you just need to leave the VTuber scene.
Yeah.
It's a strong opener right there. I mean, to be fair, like I said in the beginning, this sort of behavior has contributed to the EN VTuber space having a terrible reputation because so many people act so petty, just like what we're seeing here. But let's continue. People need to understand that currently there are hundreds of thousands of VTubers in existence, and finding at least one VTuber who will be similar to you is not some crazy, unbelievable concept. It's very obvious that this design was not intentionally copied. It just
Again, one of my models have looked like someone who's been a VTuber way longer than I have. I didn't freak out and schizo out like this person.
happens that they're similar. And forcing this artist to change something just
Jesus.
because you don't like it is obnoxious, toxic, and childlike. You can spend a few minutes searching for a black and red demon VTuber, and you will find a bunch of others who look just like your character. Let's take a look at a few more
Iron Mouse.
of these responses before Melly locked the responses, and then we'll take a look at Melly's next response that ended up getting a community note, as well as what UT has to say about all this stuff. The second one here saying having a basic demon girl design concept. Someone else on the planet is also a basic demon girl. Oh no, I gotta make a call out post. How can there be two basic demon girls at the same time?
I got an announcement to make. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch ass motherfucker and he pissed on my wife. Is that gonna be the call out?
Freaking main character mental illness syndrome. And then this one saying, doing this publicly on your end feels disingenuous AF, not gonna lie. You are allowed to feel whatever you want, but this kind of behavior stifles the creative space and only pushes the idea that people own a style. They don't. Every original idea you have ever had is an amalgamation of everything else that had existed before it. And that takes us to Melly's next response, where she says, never have I said, I own the concept of red demon girl with pigtails, what the frig? The similarities to my own design merely made me baffled and saddened, because no matter how different it was adjusted, it very much felt the same. I won't be gaslit into thinking anything else. Okay. Community note says, Melly is doubling down on her claim that an artist intentionally copied elements from her model's design, despite the fact that none of it is an original or unique idea exclusive to her character model. The artist also shared where they got their inspiration for the design. Oh, really? Okay, we'll take a look at that next. But then Melly said, also, I hate the whole, quote, it should have been kept private, unquote, because I don't know this person. I don't want to know this person. They made me feel uncomfy.
Oh, God.
Dude.
When people say uncomfy, that's... They need to be sent to a camp. That's all I'm saying.
The way this person, the way Melly types is just really.
I'm
not even gonna say it. Let's just keep going.
I knew
I don't
someone.
want to message them. Period. I said my piece and will continue to be the red demon with pigtails. cool, good for you. You're welcome to, like, yeah, keep doing your thing, but like that doesn't change how this was all really petty
Yeah.
and throwing stones from glass house moment. Oh, and also when I say do your thing, obviously I'm not referring to making more nonsense posts like this. That's probably not a good idea. I'm referring to just like, streaming and being a VTuber. And so yeah, a lot of people have said to Melly
Are
that
they a
Melly should have
VTuber?
just DM'd UT about this and not made the public call out post. I do agree, the public call out post never should have been made. But I also think bothering UT over this nonsense would have also been like the wrong move, because at a baseline, I don't think any of this should have happened. It's all really petty and nonsensical. So like, I don't.
Again, she looks like Iron Mouse. She looks like a ripoff of Iron Mouse. Like it's. You know in Near Automata how there's two different 2Bs? There's 2B and 2P. Yeah, it's kind of like that. 2P is a separate character, but she was just a recolor, basically. The difference is 2P. People actually like 2P. And she has actual lore, but it's like linked to like Final Fantasy 14. I forgot what I was going to say afterwards. Sorry, I kind of my brain shut off right there for a sec. Anyway, let's continue. Oh yeah, she's like Red Iron Mouse.
Think this should have been an issue in public or in private. Like, at a baseline, Melly should have just been more mature and not even bothered by this, in my opinion at least. And so the community post that we read said that UT did explain where they got the inspiration for that design from, and that takes us to this tweet, where UT says, "I just want to share what inspired me. And I'm sorry if it turned out we were inspired by something similar. I adjusted some of the details you mentioned because creating original characters is very important to me. I hope you understand." And inspiration pics here. So yeah, there you go. Most of it's just like pretty classic alt style stuff, and some of it's leaning a bit more towards like goth stuff, but nothing that anyone hasn't seen before. What the frick is that? A lamp with a tail? Okay, I've never seen something like that one though. I will admit that's that's a new one to me right there. And we start approaching the good ending. As UT said, "I'm broken, but I'll be okay. Thank you for your support. Thank you for 20,000 followers. Thank you for almost 10,000 likes. I see all the DMs and will reply soon. Thank you again, guys. And honestly, thank you for all the love you've been sending me. I can't even put into words how much it means. Sending hugs to each of you." Oh dang, you know what? There was one part I kind of brushed over, which I'll mention again right now. When the claims against UT were initially going on, there were some people accusing UT of using AI. For example, this one that said, "Pretty sure they used AI to make this because they..."
That's just the thing they automatically jump to when they want to try to cancel an artist that either they don't like or, well, yeah, that they don't like. Oh, they use AI, even though you could just Google what AI art looks like, and it's not good. They all have the same generic art style. Again, soulless, not good. No passion behind it. You could like very much tell it was made by a machine, and like also it's always like, well, yeah, I've already said it's like not a unique art style. But yeah, that's just the thing people stupid people jump to when they want to cancel an artist they don't like. Oh, you use AI to make your art, even though, it can easily be proven. I've even seen proof been shown, and stupid people just really didn't like the artist for whatever reason, and despite them showing proof that they drew it, they ignored it and kept trying to convince everyone they used AI and wouldn't listen to reason.
They don't use consistent brush types. Which is when UD then responded with the time lapse from way earlier in the video as mentioned.
Yeah.
So yeah, my bad for kind of forgetting to include that part until the end. Now returning back to the good ending.
Good job, artist.
We'll leave it there. So consider checking out more of UT's art at UTAINSY. And of course, also, if you're interested in picking up any of these designs, well,
I like the left one.
To offer UT in the DMs as UT asked for right here. So yeah.
The right one's good too. It's just,
let me know what you think
I don't
about
know.
It all in the comments. If you enjoyed my coverage, please consider liking and or subscribing. Appreciate you. See you there and in the next one.
Yeah, that's wild. That's just That's just whenever someone like if anyone tries to become a VTuber, you're gonna always come across other VTubers that may even look similar to you. What you gotta do is not schizo out over just because you may look a little similar. It doesn't mean immediately people stole your idea. Also, like, it doesn't mean your idea, your design for your like model was stolen. It don't mean anything. Some people just have similar ideas, and that doesn't mean immediately schizo out and go all cinder on someone just because you made they have something that's slightly similar to you. Like, this chick, she looks like Iron Mouse, but she keeps trying to say that design looks like her, and she thinks they stole her design, and it's just ridiculous. I don't know. And then she kept doubling down, and clearly she's not going to be reasoned with, but it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Oh well. My advice for those wanting to become VTubers: do not be like Red Iron Mouse. Do not be like Red Iron Mouse. There's always gonna, there are millions and there are a bunch of VTubers, some in like different, even in different countries, different languages, that will probably look similar to you. Like it's like how some people in real life dress similar. Like, it's like that. So sorry. It's I I keep pausing, but yeah, it's kind of like that when sometimes people just dress similar by accident. That's all. It's like kind of like that. Anyway, that'll be it for this one. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.